Hey everyone, welcome back to Basic Level Gaming. My name is Travis, and today we are going to talk about talents a little bit and look into the Feral Druid talents to see what exactly our options are, because this has changed quite a bit since I played before, and it's an important part of setting up your character. We're also going to go in and fight some monkeys. Which I love monkeys, but these ones are a little bit mean. So we are going to do some killing and leveling, as well as some questing, kind of showing and talking about questing in this particular area. So, with that said, let's go ahead and jump right in. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on those notifications so we can get so you can see each of the updates we put out. But I am going to jump in here, and we will talk again at the end. Alright, so here we go. Today we are going to continue on in the Mist of Pandaria expansion with our level 15 Night Elf Druid. We're going to start out first by going in and looking at talents, because just before we logged out last time, we did unlock those. And they are very, very different from the way they used to be when I logged in before, or when I played before. So it is something that I do need to take a little bit of time to look at, which will be good because we'll look at it together. One thing before we log in that I do just want to talk about is this area over here. You can see that there's a maintenance tomorrow. And I don't know if this has changed, but before, when I would play, you had to be really careful not to play right around maintenance, because you would hit a point where it really didn't save anymore. Like, you would do stuff, and when you logged back in after the maintenance, you would be, rolled back basically. So you do just want to make sure to be conscious of that time, and even if the game still happens to be up right then, you don't want to actually be doing anything. So just want to be aware of that. So we're good today, though, because this is going to happen tomorrow, so that won't affect us at all. So let's go ahead and get on in here. Alright, so what do we have in here now? I thought I opened that. Oh no, that's a different one. So we got more than one. Alright, I'll take it. The pet battle stuff is something also that I have not really worked with a whole lot. It's pretty new to me, so we'll have to take a look at that here after a little while as well. So how it works now is basically at each of these levels you get to pick one of these 3 talents, and they're all going to be based on your specialization already. So, which is kind of nice, because before you had to pick your talents based out of like these 3 trees, and there was so many more of them, and you had to pick, how many of which section you wanted to get to be able to get to, the higher end ones in that path. So just something to keep, something that's a lot nicer for me, in that, when I reach level 50, for example, I can pick any of these 3. It doesn't matter which one I've picked up above. So that's kind of nice. So we've got a passive called Predator, which lowers down our cooldown on Tiger's Fury. So we haven't really talked about cooldowns a lot, but you've noticed, I'm sure, that when I cast a spell or use an attack, it kind of gets a circle that kind of wipes around it, and it's like grayed out until that circle finishes. That's called your cooldown, and that basically just keeps you from spamming the same ability that's super powerful over and over and over again. So it kind of creates a balance. So it resets that cooldown anytime one of your targets dies, as long as you have your bleed effect active. So it can't be somebody else's bleed, it has to be yours. But also, another big key on there is that it does increase the duration of Tiger's Fury for an additional 5 seconds. And if we look at Tiger's Fury right now, what it does is it lasts for 10 seconds. So it's an extra 50% boost on that time frame. So that is a relatively decent increase. So if we look at the next one here, we've got, it's also passive, Sabertooth. So Ferocious Bite, which is our finishing move, that gives you back energy, or gives you back. Oh wait, no, that's Thrash that gives you back. Well, no, I don't see that on either one of them. I thought one of them gave us back energy if we killed them, but it doesn't look like it. So this particular one, which is the one that I tend to use more often, is just direct damage, and it does extra damage using your energy, up to 100% increase in damage. So this one increases the damage by 20%. And it also increases the duration of rip by 1 second per combo point spent. So if you already have the... Rip is bleed, I believe. Do I not have it on my bar? Just trying to find it here because I believe Rip is the bleed damage once it's on. But it doesn't show that, so I'm gonna need to look at that once I've used it, because that does make a difference what that rip is, because we're getting that increased duration. If it is the bleed, then that's a big deal. We'll have to test that, and I'll do that before I actually pick here. Now this one is interesting. This kind of creates a crossover for you. So it allows you, it's passive, and it allows you to use your Moonfire ability, which that's this one here, which creates an instant beam of light that deals arcane damage initially, and then also over time. The big thing about having that in cat form, and that's, you've noticed me having to remember that I don't have any way to pull them from a distance. This actually gives you that ability, because you can, while you're in cat form, you can cast this Moonfire ability, which will bring them to you, so you don't have to run out into the middle of, say, a whole bunch of mobs that are out there trying to kill you. You do have to still be careful, though, because if they're too close to where you're attacking, or your guy runs through them, they can still follow along and get added to the combat. So you can still get yourself in a rough spot. I actually really like this because it does give you that pulling ability. And I'm going to check out this rip, but I think for now, I'm actually still going to go with this. Because I play alone a lot in the early stages and leveling up and everything, having that pulling ability is a really beneficial thing for me. So that's the one I'm going to pick. Now what that means is I need to go in here and be sure to add that Moonfire to my bar here. Why is it not letting me grab it? Alright. So I used it. And another thing to note while I'm messing with this here is that you do also get the ability to when you use that ability to cast the Moonfire, there we go. To cast the Moonfire, it does give you a combo point too. So even if you're using it in combat to get that extra ability or that extra damage over time effect, you still get that combo point to use towards your finishing abilities. So. And I am going to go find a mailbox to get this mail icon off. This is kind of a quirk of mine. I do not like to have notifications unread. Like when I get junk email, I have to go in and delete them or mark them as read, because I can't stand the notification saying I have so many unread messages. So these kind of things just drive me crazy. So you definitely don't have to do that by any means. So this is something that comes every year. There's actually been quite a bit of talk about this year, so I've got to look at it here. But that people aren't really happy with how much it's giving you. They feel like it should give you more. But we'll take a look at it here and see what that gives us. So, but basically this is just saying, because World of Warcraft's been around for 16 years today, or this week, or however, they're going to give these specialties. So let's take a look at what we got. I did get this. What does this do? I think banishing, I'm going to have to take a look at it, but I think if we use that, what it's going to do is make us basically in another realm, so we're like unattackable. Alright, so we got a badge for later. We got some fireworks, which I've never been too big into. That starts a quest. This is the one that we're talking about. So it gives 16% until the end of the event. So you might as well use it now and get the bonus, because it's not usable later. It only lasts until the event, to the end of the event. So definitely worth throwing on there. Let's take a look at what this is. I'm not high enough level, so let's not take a look at what that is. What's this? Does this do us any good? Yes. So we definitely want to put this on. And eventually these items that are green here, if you pick up enchanting as a skill, then you can use these to break them down and get materials to use for your enchantments. Of course, lower level, they're not going to give you a ton of good things, but you know, you got to start somewhere to build up to those higher levels. So, but I'm not a huge fan of enchanting because it takes up so much extra inventory slots all the time. You know, doing like herbalism or skinning, it takes up a lot of slots, but you can do that intentionally, like you're out doing that. Whereas enchanting, you really have to kind of hold stuff all the time because, oops, I don't want to sell that. That was an accident. Because you want to have those items to disenchant as you're playing. So, because you don't want to have to go out and hunt for rare drops, especially when you get to the point of needing like the epics and stuff like that. You don't want to have to go through all of that every time you're trying to do enchantments. So you keep them as you go, basically. So let's look at our quest log and see where we were. So we are getting ready to turn in. And it looks like this is, oh, right up where we were. I just left before I did it. No, it's not up where we were. It's over a different area. Got somebody on a raptor here. So far, I kind of like the scenery here, like the more eastern look to everything, which is kind of neat. Oh, we remember you guys. Well, you at least.
This is the most powerful ship in the fleet. Thank you for your hospitality, Mayor. I assure you, you're
looks
doing
like we
the right
finished
thing.
the area here.
Victory in battle is the
You
only
may give
path
these
to
soldiers
peace.
quarter at your discretion, but we are not choosing sides. This conflict is little more than a race war. Their hatreds would engulf this land. We will have no part in this.
Well,
I must go. There are others who have landed on our northern shores.
alright, so here we are gonna look at a couple of things here. We've got two different quests available. So the first one is the White Pawn, which they've talked about the White Pawn being secure. Just looks like we're gonna go down the coastline to the south. There's gonna be a wrecked Alliance ship. We need to see if it was the ship carrying Anduin. And we have to take it to somebody to be able to read it, since it's encoded. So we'll start that one, and then the next one is same spot. It's being scavenged by Hosen, whatever Hosen are. And then go turn it in at the same place as the other one. So, I mean, this is something just to kind of note here. So far, it's not been an issue, but you do want to make sure to kind of look at the available quests to you and do them in an obvious order. So, like, if you have 2 or 3 quests that are in the same area, you want to do them together so you're not running from one area to the other and then back and all over the place. So you do want to keep an eye on that. Also, where they turn in. Because if you have like 3 quests that turn in, say, in Stormwind, and you're out doing quests, you can go to each of those quests, finish them, and then go turn them in Stormwind. You know, just save yourself a lot of time. So we're going to go down here and kill some fun stuff. Let's see, what do we got? Oh, we got somebody already down here fighting. What are these things? They look like monkeyish kind of creatures. And I'm actually gonna move... I need to play with this to make it to where it makes more sense for me. 'Cause... Oh, hi.
I need to get closer.
Who jumped on us? And he's gonna bring friends. And this banana tusk looks like it's stuns us, which that sucks. I don't like being stunned. I actually enjoy doing the mining. It's just not, at least before, it wasn't a very practical profession for a druid, because I'm not going to do anything with the blacksmithy, you know.
It's too far away.
But see, like there, I'm able to use the moonfire to bring them to me instead of having to go hunt for everything. I need out on that ship. I guess I'm gonna go through the water. Yeah, it looks like I'm gonna go around this way to the water.
I'm out of range.
And I clean the area as much as I can until I have stealth, because I don't want to have something sneaking up behind me when they make just a little bit of a movement or something, and then all of a sudden they're in my range.
I'm out of range.
Oh, I thought something saw
It's
me.
too far away.
Another thing that I realized I was doing that I haven't really talked about, one of my problems, especially when I have multiple mobs that I'm fighting, which, by the way, we haven't talked about that either. Mobs is just a short word for monster, basically. I don't know what it actually means, but it's just used to reference like all of the enemies that you're in. Or actually, really, even friendlies can be called a mob as well. They're just not the same concept. But anyway, when I'm fighting multiple mobs, I have a hard time remembering to retarget, like when I kill the first one. So one of the things I do, even if it's out of range, before I walk up, I will target it like that, and then I'll hit an ability that I know is out of range, because what happens is that kicks me into combat. So when they come up close, I'm able to automatically be fighting them. And so I'm not sitting there thinking I'm attacking, and I'm not. Those two kind of showed up out of nowhere. And another thing that I do like to do is take this ability here, like a heal or a regrowth or whatever, and put it at the end in a slot that I don't necessarily use on a regular basis. And that way when I use it, it'll heal me, and then I can shift back to cat form. Just kind of a shortcut for me.
I need to get closer.
We got all kinds of people down here. Well, that was dramatic. What do we got going on down here? I feel like something should be down here. Yeah, there is a journal down here. And I'm probably only safe down here right now because they were down here just a second ago. Oh. I don't see anything else unless I have to. I guess I should have paid attention to what those clues were. Do I have them in my bag? Yes. No. Well, it said somebody of royal blood was definitely in here. He's kind of kicking my butt. There's what I'm looking for. No wonder I wasn't finding it. That is so cool. That is so not how it used to work. To where you automatically shift back to whatever, whatever appropriate travel form is. I'm gonna get stunned in a second. Oh, looks like I got away from him. Alright, let's kill whoever followed me. Now I'm stunned? That's hilarious.
Salutations!
So, let's show him the log. Oh yay, I get something that I can't read unless it's different from the one I already have in my bag. So next we're going to find Admiral Taylor. Going to the northeast.
Right.
So we're going to go up through here. Looks like we're going to fight some more Hosen. At least you're not aggro. You're kind of pretty. And some mushrooms. Looks like we're going to go off this way. Slingtail pits. And we're going to kind of come in from the side. It looks like right there is what we're looking for. We also have this person's a prisoner. And he doesn't want to talk to me.
Your friend put up quite the fight.
Now he wants to talk
He
to me.
nearly escaped, but now he is a prisoner, just like the rest of us.
So we're gonna kill some Slingtail, which is the Hosen. And we're gonna free some prisoners that are either apparently Alliance or Horde.
Have a target.
Unless maybe it's saying either or depending on what alliance or what you're aligned with. And here we want to collect some skulls, which... So this seems like, well, it's the same quest as like here, with just in a different number, but the difference is the skulls probably aren't going to drop off of every one, whereas you get credit for every kill. So it just sometimes can be the difference. Oh, hi guy.
It's locked. It's locked.
Okay, let's double check that. Oh, I have to get keys off of the monkey guys too. So we're probably going to be killing these guys for a little while. There we go, we got a key.
Water is life.
Oh, hi.
Target.
Well, we're going to get two here, but I don't mind. No, that is called Rake, by the way. So I wonder if Rip is ability I don't have yet. Maybe that's why I'm not seeing it yet.
It's too far
Oh,
away.
we got something in the trees. Uh-oh. Nope. This isn't going to be good. I'm in trouble. I'm in big trouble. Looks like I'm out of combat. Oh, crap. Well, I was out of combat. So that is an example of how not to pull. Have you given up yet? Thank you. Because that went bad very, very fast. Now, part of what happened there is I had some drop out of the trees. But I've seen them drop out of the trees before, so I should have been prepared for that. I think I saw... Oh yeah, it's something... Oh, I can wear that. It's leather. It looks chain. So we're going to put that on. Yeah, I want to wear it. Now that notification that came up was saying, do you want to... Are you sure you want to equip this? Because it'll become soulbound. Which means that you cannot sell it or trade it at that point. You can still break it down for like enchanting or whatever else, you know, so you still have those options, but you do lose the ability to sell it or trade it. Oops. I need to get 2 more freed prisoners. Those skulls, though, I wonder if those are something I'm missing on the ground, because
Too far away.
I still have not gotten any. Which usually by now it feels like I would have gotten some. Alright, so I'm done with the keys. And I'm done with the killing,
I'm
so
out of range.
I want to look at this again. Yeah, so there's something that should just be on the ground. Whoops. Guess I'll kill you. Oh, there's one.
Too far away.
Man, those are tiny. No, that's not what I meant to do. I guess that skull doesn't count. Any in here? Nope. Wait. No, that was just a thing on the wall. Really don't want to go in and get all smashed up like my last adventure, but... Oh. Ah. I just realized I've been hitting 4 when I mean to be hitting 5. There's a skull. None on that fire. Oh, hi.
I need to get closer. I don't have a target.
Man, I don't want to fight you guys.
I'm out of
Oh
range.
well. Guess I'm gonna fight him anyway.
I don't have a target.
Alright. So we got them down. I see one down there, but I'd rather see one up here. How many more do I need? I need 5 more still. Hi. And it's not always bad to, you know, fight a ton more than you would like, because you are still getting experience, you know. So that's always a bonus. There's none here. Or here, so I guess we'll start. I do not want to fight all of those at once. Oh, hi. That was good timing. I needed that heal. So I did get a couple of things unlocked, but one thing that I do remember having learned is that you don't need to go looking at those things while you're in combat, because as soon as you do, somebody's going to come attack you. This was the jackpot though, because I think there's another one outside too. Yep. Any more? Yep, actually there sure is, but... Oh! Oh, we got 4. This might be too much. Actually, I think we're gonna be alright. That was an example of not giving up, because I did not think I was going to walk away from that combat, but sometimes you just have to have some faith. So the last one we need is right there, but...
I'm out of range.
Alright, so let's go turn these all in. Looks like we've got other people out here, so they'll take all the aggro away from us as we go by. I'm gonna go ahead and heal up though, just in case. Yeah, see, I've got to fight a couple here.
It's too far away.
So we gotta make a choice here. So this is gonna add agility, stamina, and mastery. Agility, stamina, and haste. I think we're gonna go with that one. I have no idea, and I need to look into that. I'll try to look into that, and we can talk about it next time. Because I don't know what some of those abilities are. The mastery, and there's a couple other ones. So I need to look at what some of those stats mean. Because those are new. And if you already know, by all means leave me a comment down below. So it can help save some time. But we will definitely talk about that at the beginning of next time. So the next one, we need to fight a tiger. That ought to be fun. Kitty versus kitty. So they keep it in the Great Pit to the north. Alright, through a bunch of bad guys. Except somebody else is already cleaning them all out. So that will work to my advantage. Oh, he's down there. Oh no, what just happened? That was odd. I have not seen anything like that. I guess I'm having to kick him off of me? Really? That is extremely inconvenient when I'm having to shift back to cat form every time. But we got him, so we're just gonna run out of here. Except they stunned me or slowed me. There's some bad guys back there too. So I gotta run far enough away to where I'm not still in combat, and then I'll come back. But I was way too weak from fighting that big cat. Come on, let go. There we go. I'll be glad when I get a bigger heal, because right now I think that's the only one I have. Yeah, it's the only one I've got. Which is a little slow, or extremely inefficient if I'm using it over and over again like I was, because you're using your mana for that base heal instead of the heal over time effect. Because eventually that's what that one is meant for, is the heal over time. But we got it, so let's finish out this area here. So we get to pick some boots. So we get stamina, haste, and mastery. Or stamina, critical strike, and mastery. And I think with the cat, I want critical strike. Oh, so now I need to kill some more. I thought I was done out here. Why do I need to kill the flesh rippers?
My people do not like strangers, but I owe you this much. May the elders not punish me for this deed. We are going to pass through a fierce battle. You must engage the Hosen while I run through. If all goes well, I will meet you at my village.
Well, that was nice that everybody was fighting them. Because I was not paying at all attention that he was going to take off running. Oh, but I still needed to kill my own. So what I'm going to do, we do need to go back and kill these 10 flesh rippers, even though he's already made it here. But I am going to go ahead and cut it off for today. We're getting close to that hour mark. And I definitely don't want to make the videos go any longer than that. So we're going to cut it off here today, and we will pick back up tomorrow, finishing this little end part here, and then moving on to the next. And like I said, I will also talk about the different stats that I'm not familiar with, since I need to learn about them as well. So definitely hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks for coming and watching, and you have a wonderful day. Alright, so there you have it. Had a couple of sticky situations there. Kind of showed a couple of different ways to handle it. One is run as quick as you can, and watch for them to drop off so you can heal up. And the other one is just kind of fight it out and make sure to heal yourself if you can. In our case, we are a hybrid class, so we do have the ability to fight as well as heal. And a lot of classes have some ability to do several things like that, but it is an advantage for the druid in a lot of ways. And then also we had the big cat fight, which was frustrating. I had never seen any kind of combat where you're kicked out of your form, as well as having to use certain abilities in the middle of a fight. Like, I've seen where you go into that, like we were when we were fighting the airships. But this was different. Like, I had never seen anything like this, so it was a little interesting. Luckily, we came out ahead, so we got that all finished. We did reach level 16, so we'll be starting off there next time. Like I said, I will talk about the different stats, like the mastery and things like that, because I don't know anything about them, so it's possible you don't either. So like I said at the beginning, we will learn through things as we go together. So definitely join us. We will post again on Wednesday. And go from there. Feel free to leave any kind of feedback or comments down below. We definitely want to hear from you. And then also click that subscribe button, as well as that little notification bell, so you get the notification when we do upload our videos. So we will see you back next time. Thank you again. Bye.